Hello, everybody. Welcome to
live.
Beach Sand
We
Bourbon.
are live tonight.
I have a special guest tonight. This is my good friend Chad.
I'm Chad.
From across the street. And Chad has given us a really awesome Christmas gift. So I've been in contact with Brad from BTB Group Spring Lake. BTB is behind the barrel.
Hence BTB. Everybody out there, BTB.
So they do store picks. They do store picks for
BTB.
A lot of places locally. They did this for Spring Lake Fine Wine and Spirits. But I'll show you this. Chad and his wife Katie gave us these Glens, this bottle, and Chad actually made our board tonight. That guy. So that is pretty awesome. I'll tell you what. Fits 4 Glens really nice. You get a little display spot over here for your bottle. Carry it around.
Well, you do. There's 2 handles here. So what you do is you grab one right here and you put your other hand right here and you carry it around.
There you go.
You can display it. You can carry it around. You do what you do with it.
So we have...
For you guys out there that don't know, we have 2 people who are actually filming this for us. So they're Michael's wife and my wife.
Mrs. Beach Sand
Mrs.
is
Beach
here.
Sand and Mrs. Beach Sand neighbor
there you
across
go.
the street is here as well.
So we're gonna fresh crack Friday this one, because you know what day it is.
Friday Funday.
It is
Friday Funday, according
Funday.
to Mrs. Beach Sand. Every Friday is a fun day, right,
Yes.
Chad?
Every day is a fun day.
Every day is a fun day.
Except when you live here in Michigan. I mean, some of this winter weather is just, it's listen, it's not my cup of, but this
Cup of
is.
bourbon.
Cup of Joe.
Katie, are you gonna have some of this?
Sure. Just
All right.
a little bit.
Just a little bit
Just
for
a-
Katie. She's a seltzer person. So, Old Pepper Distillery. This is a rye single barrel. This is 56.6 ABV, 113.2 proof. This is out of the James E Pepper Distillery, which was originally started in 1880, which
That's a long time
was
ago.
closed in operation until 1967. At that point, it was closed. They first started refilling barrels. It was bought by another distillery in 2017. So, out of the Old Pepper Distillery, James E. Pepper. This is an Old Pepper Rye. And we have these 2 girls playing games in the background. So if you see us start laughing, you understand why.
Well, they're putting cheese inside of a little Kong for a dog, and so that's great. That's what we're watching right now. We're watching that in the back end. And for everybody else, I want to know if somebody will comment in. Who out there has a pickup truck? We want to know who has pickup trucks out there. I think everybody does. I think everybody should have a pickup truck, right?
I agree.
Right. So
Totally
what's
agree.
going to happen?
I totally agree. Fill the thing with bourbon. Fill the back with bourbon. Full barrels.
Fill it up.
Bring it home and get a straw. That's what I'm saying. So if you guys hear all this little chitter chatter in the background, our daughter moved home for a short time to
Now they're feeding the dog.
kind of get back, and she brought her baby puppy. Did we put Bruno in the video last week or the week or 2 ago?
Can we put her in there?
But
Should we set her
anyway,
up?
we have a baby puppy. He's really not much of a little puppy. He's pretty big for 12 weeks. So his name is Bruno. He's a Bernie Doodle. And my guess he's going to be pretty massive. But
And loud.
and loud.
Massive
He likes
and
to
loud.
bark. He likes to chew on everything. But hey, we've all had puppies. We've all had
He likes the cheese.
animals. He likes the cheese. Little Kong filled with little squeeze cheese or
There's
whatever.
not a
the hell they
little
call
in there.
it.
I watched them fill that up. There is no little about it.
But his name is Bruno. He's still learning. Our son has the father of him. So, but anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to check this out. See what we got going on.
Smells amazing, by the way.
Old Pepper Rye. As you know, if you've been watching our videos for long, you see that we have been doing a lot of ryes lately. Several ryes. Castle and Key. What else?
Green River.
Green River Rye was kind of like the start of the rye journey.
Peerless.
Peerless. We're not going to talk about Peerless because Peerless is like up here on level of ryes.
Okay. Weller.
Weller doesn't have ryes.
All right.
Weller's all we did. Sorry.
What?
Nice try,
No,
though.
I'm just trying to throw you.
Throw me off. You're trying to throw me off.
Do we have a script anywhere?
Penelope. No, we don't have a script.
Okay.
We don't ever do scripts.
Right.
We just let's wing it.
There's two reasons why I'm here, Michael, and I told somebody else this. There's two reasons why I'm here.
Okay.
What I want to do is I want to try this.
Yes, sir.
And the other reason why I'm here is because I want to try this.
There you go.
So there it is.
So again, this is a gift from Chad and his wife Katie.
Tell them about the first bottle.
Oh, Chad has a little story in regards to the first bottle of Old Pepper.
Now, I want to make it clear that I didn't bring this up. Okay? Everybody out there, I did not bring this up. Somebody else did, but they knew about it. Yeah, what happened was it just happened to slip out of somebody else's arm. It's not my arms that it slipped out of, but it smashed on the concrete. Well, I'm not going to go through what this cost because, it probably costs more or less somewhere. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it costs. It smelled good. It smelled good when it dropped. Bottom line is we just had to go out and buy another one. So that's just what it is. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. It wasn't my fault, though. I'm going to add that in there. It's not my fault.
So we've all
my
had
wife's fault.
situations to where we go and we buy that special bottle and
For a neighbor.
We're carrying it in
Yeah.
either for a neighbor or for ourselves. We've all had those situations and we all
Now, to her defense,
walk of shame.
to her defense, it is a very slippery bottle.
It is.
Yeah, so I had.
Whoa.
Oh man! Don't break it. Don't break it. We're gonna put it back on this display because
There you go.
it's a beautiful display.
It is.
It has two
is.
handles and
2 handles and 4 spots for Glenn's. Look at that.
I don't know who Glenn is, but we got 4 of them.
So, on the nose, what are you getting, Chad?
Oh, I got
I
the
definitely
maple.
get-
I got the maple. I do.
Definitely get some sweetness on the nose.
Yeah, it is a little bit. I have a feeling though it's gonna be. Is it gonna be hot on the back end or not? That's what we're gonna have to figure out, right? Is it gonna be?
I was told by Brad.
It's got that sweetness, but I got the maple to it as well.
I was told by Brad if he puts his name on the tag or the barrel or the bottle, as this says BTB Group, that's usually a barrel that the distillery wishes that they had not parted with. This right here is probably a barrel that Old Pepper wishes that they had not parted with. But hey, cheers. We're going to try this one out. Mrs. Beach Sand seems to like it. Hopefully we don't have too much barking in the background. We may have to put somebody outside. We'll see. But we're going to go in for the palate and see what we got going on. Fantastic.
I'm just gonna say that is fantastic.
I'm getting
It's a
ton of
it's
vanilla.
so
A lot
do
of
you?
vanilla. I get a little bit of a hint of mint. Are you getting a hint of mint on that?
Everybody has a different palate. I
What it's-
almost have just like a hint of maple to it to me. but it's a touch hot on the back end, but it's fantastic flavor.
Oh,
It's
phenomenal.
incredible. Brad is
Phenomenal.
spectacular.
But this is absolutely.
Brad.
I'll tell you what. It's,
Don't get that confused with Chad. It's Brad.
For me personally, not caring for minty ryes. And as you know, we had the Michter's, which was like double mint gum, but has since kind of opened up. This one has a little bit of a mint to it. Not a lot.
It gets smoother after
Definitely smooth.
It is so smooth after my first taste that I had. I took the second one, and it actually gets a lot smoother after that.
Yep, I do get the
Fantastic.
maple note, a little bit of sweetness.
See, now that's going down really, really good. So that was my third little taste of it, and it is just going down fantastic. It's really good. Brad's
It's
spot
phenomenal.
on, isn't he?
It's phenomenal.
It is.
So, I'll tell you what. For being a rye, to being a little bit on the minty side of the rye, I like this one a lot more than a lot of the other ryes that we have had that have been on the minty side. The only one that we have not had on the minty side is the Peerless.
You said that was way up there.
Peerless is like way up there, but I'll tell you what, this bottle here, it's up there too.
Brad's no joke is
seriously.
what it comes down to. This is fantastic.
Brad and his team at BTB Group, which is behind the barrel, right?
I'll be honest. This is probably my top 2 ryes.
Well, it's hard to top.
this
It's
is
hard to
great.
top the Peerless.
It is, but it's it's close. I'm not gonna lie, and you know I love Castle and Key, and this one
far surpasses
Yes.
Castle and Key.
Yes, it does.
By far. I mean, Castle and Key is good on the rye. We've had the Restoration ryes, stuff like that. The Michter's rye. This far surpasses any of the other ryes that we have had. By far. I get a lot of vanilla nose on there.
I gotta take a shot. I gotta put a shout out to this guy Brad. Fantastic. I mean, it just gets smoother and smoother each time I
does.
I take a hit of it. It
does.
Fantastic.
taking a hit.
Taking a hit of it. It's fantastic.
It is.
So then, Michael, the big question is, what's gonna be your next pour?
My next pour?
I mean, we've been pouring for an hour now. I mean,
Maybe
what?
your next, your next fresh crack, because you've got 2 new bottles of Origin. We've already
Fresh
opened
Crack
up the
Friday.
honey before, but we haven't opened up the maple.
It's FCF.
Yeah. So what's your point?
So, what are we looking at for future fresh cracks?
Oh, future fresh cracks. You want another pour?
Well,
There you go.
I mean, it's your bottle. Can I
Have
have
another.
pour?
You bet.
Do
You
Do
bet.
you mind if I have another?
No, I do not.
Can I pour it on my?
You sure can.
On your new.
You can.
And the beautiful
Your
new
display?
tray,
Your
yes.
display.
You
Tray.
can.
Do you notice it has 2 handles on it?
Then. In case you didn't know.
In case you didn't know, everybody,
2 handles.
We put 2
Pick it
handles
up.
on this.
Pick it up. Carry it around. Take it to wherever you need to. Tailgates. Chad sells these for like what?
I do not sell these.
$185.
I do not sell these, but I will.
All you gotta do is send a message
If
to
the-
Beach
if-
Sam Bourbon.
If the price is right, Chad will make you one. Because I'll tell you what, he did an amazing job on this one here alone. I mean,
Would you say? Would you? Well, I think we came up.
seriously.
I might go to 182.50.
That is
Oh,
like
well, that was more than I was thinking.
that's
Okay.
like cool.
It might have been.
That's cool get.
It might have
Like
been.
Katie, he could sell it for this.
We're here to talk about bourbon, whiskeys, and trucks.
Bourbon, whiskeys, and
Oh,
truck.
Everybody needs to have
It doesn't
bourbon.
get any better.
It
than
doesn't
that,
get any
right?
better than that.
You gotta have
bourbon, whiskey, and trucks.
What about
You have
women?
to have a truck.
Women.
You bet.
Oh, I mean, there's somewhere in between every one of those. Bourbon, women. Whiskey, women. Trucks, women. Or women, bourbon. Oh, I don't know what comes first.
Good
I think it all.
recovery.
It doesn't.
Better
It's
trucks.
it's like a better trucks, bigger trucks.
Bed of trucks.
Bed of trucks. Women in the bed of trucks.
No.
Is that what
There
we're
you go.
getting at?
There you go.
I mean, we do have some 2-tracks around here. Right?
You're just flinging you around and back.
This is fantastic.
Oh my god.
It is.
That was so good.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, I get the vanilla's on the nose.
Yeah, but you don't.
I get a little bit of an oak.
I'm still
definitely get-
tasting that maple though. I still taste just a little hint of maple. You might not on your taste, but I do. I taste just a little bit of maple. And I'll tell you what, my first sip of it was just a little bit, like on the back end, was a little bit warm, but it cooled right off. It smoothed right out after my second one. This is fantastic.
I don't know if this has a barrel number or not. Does not. So this is aged 4 years. Has a mash bill of 100% rye. Is barrel number 1908. So there we have it.
Congratulations to Brad, man. Good pick.
Brad and
Pick
his
one of ours
team
up. Yeah.
does a lot of barrel picks for a lot of local stores, especially Spring Lake Fine Wine and Spirits. And anytime you see Brad, BTB Group, our camera people are
Well, nobody
are,
knows.
like,
Nobody
messing
knows
around
sign language
back
backwards. Nobody knows sign language. But we're getting a lot of this going back and forth, guys. We're getting a lot of this, so we're concentrating on you, and then we're looking behind it, and then all we see is this.
Yeah,
Talking back and forth.
We're getting distractions
I don't know.
from
Yeah.
the camera people
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
who
We're sorry.
are like doing sign language and
So
this and
now it
that
just
and
got
all this
bumped.
secret stuff.
Trucks women, not women trucks. It used to be women's trucks.
women.
Now it goes back and forth between the two.
Dang it.
Yeah.
That's okay. You're way up there still.
Yeah.
The dog's not in here, so it could have been. She could have been thrown in here too. A dog,
Well-
women, dog, trucks. I don't know.
Dogs.
Dogs are cool.
Dog wants in.
Dogs, trucks, cats. You know,
Nice job, man.
Pretty foolish.
He did not steer us in the wrong direction. I got to tell you on this one.
so Brad and I had been in conversation, and Brad had mentioned that, you know, trying to get my opinion on some store picks and stuff that they have done for Spring Lake, and asked me if I had tried the Old Pepper. And I said I had not yet.
You can't say that anymore.
So, Saturday, Chad and Katie went into Spring Lake Fine Wine and Spirits. Brad was in there doing a 1792 store pick, making sure that it had met his expectations, and got to talking to Chad. Chad tried the 1792, brought home a couple bottles, right?
We did.
Couple bottles.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we went to Chad and Katie's, and we exchange Christmas gifts every year. Like I said, they're great friends, and we always exchange Christmas gifts. And Chad had brought this out for us. And I was like completely blown away because we almost bought it the day before.
But you didn't, and why?
I did not, and the reason why was because
They
I
knew they
had
were getting
bought,
it. They knew they were getting it for Christmas. That's why. That's why. The 1792 is fantastic as well. But I'll be honest with you. This is, I don't know. This is really good. Like I said,
It is.
Brad did a
It
good
is.
job.
It is.
I'm sorry. Okay, I interrupted. I'm sorry.
In the 1792,
Did you know you were getting this for Christmas?
I did not. I
Just
did not
interrupted.
know I was getting that for Christmas. I had no clue that I was getting that for Christmas.
Did you forget what you were talking about?
No, I did not.
All right, go ahead.
But the 1792, like I said, is a phenomenal bottle to store pick. We will be getting a bottle, if not 2 bottles, because we always want to make sure that we have a backup bottle
In case you break
But-
one.
in case we break one. But we almost bought this
Not as
the
slippery.
day before we got it. And the reason we did not buy this bottle was because Mrs. Beach Sand came up and said, "Hey, I want this," and she bought a bottle, and we also bought an Old Elk with the elk pourer.
That's super cool.
As you know, some of you have seen.
We already drank the bottle.
Yeah, this was full before we started filming.
That's right.
And
I have no idea how this
have-
tastes. It's so smooth. I don't know.
But we bought the Old Elk with the pour spout. Found it on the shelf at Spring Lake Fine Wine and Spirits. I was going to buy one last year, and then when I went to pick one up, I go, it's all sold out. So I did not pick one up last year. I did buy one this year. I do have a fresh bottle.
That's next week.
I don't know if that's next week or not.
Or the week after.
Let's see. But I put it in this bottle, which is empty now. Was not empty before filming, right?
I can't confirm or deny that we're on film and this is recorded. I can't confirm.
So Old Elk, as you know, the Old Elk Distiller used to be an MGP distiller, and they went off and they started their own company in Colorado.
I remember that.
Oh, you do?
I remember that.
Okay.
It was
1884.
That was the year I was born.
Dang, you look good.
So
I'm
we
looking
went,
good.
like I said, I bought the Old Elk pour spout. Thought it was too cool. Couldn't pass it up. I didn't want to miss one from this year, from last year. So I said, hey, I'm going to buy one. Right?
right?
So that's what we did. And we skipped over the Old Pepper again. And like I said, Christmas came around. Chad came. You want another pour?
Yep.
There you go.
Here it is.
Have at it.
I will.
Well, you still gotta have another one, another brand.
I don't want any of that cheese down there. Is what I don't want.
No, we don't.
No, that's
we don't
like
want
that's
any of that.
dog Kong cheese.
Dog.
And I do not want any dog Kong cheese. It actually says dog Kong on it.
Dog Kong
Sorry,
cheese.
dog Kong fast cheese.
Dog
I don't want any of that. It says
But
something.
you can
else
have
on
some more of this if you'd like.
it. I
Or
am
you
gonna
can
have
have-
enough. No,
You can have
This is-
anything you want on the shelf.
this
That
is.
is currently open and fired up.
I'm gonna have one more of this right here
There you go.
You go for
because
Do
this
it
is
up.
what we broke open this today.
That's
I was
right.
gonna say this evening, but this is what we broke open today. So
it.
Definitely.
it is this evening actually.
This evening.
This is this evening, yeah. And it's
It's
cold
Friday.
outside. It's
Friday.
Friday. It's Friday. It's dark outside.
It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow, though. It's supposed to be in like
The
in the
50s
50s.
was what I saw. The 50s is what it's supposed to be tomorrow. Oh, goody. The 50s, right? Oh, well, that's fantastic.
Lost in the
better than
50s.
20s.
Give me some dog Kong cheese and I'll be fine, you know. Fabulous. I'll have a little bit more.
That's really just a little.
I know, but
You need
we
to
were
have
drinking
more,
before
you need
this,
to have
Michael.
more than that. You need to have more than that.
Listen, man, I gotta
Seriously.
walk across the street. Okay, you know?
We've all been there.
Oh, I remember. You don't.
When we first moved into the neighborhood, Chad and Katie invited us over for drinks. Hey, everything's cool. Hey, why don't you guys come on over? So we go over for drinks. Katie makes up some slushies.
We had slushies. Frozen slushies.
Frozen slushies.
And you just couldn't get enough, could you?
I could not.
No.
So Chad kept refilling my glass.
At his request. He had to walk across the street.
So I had to walk
After
across
we were
the
done.
street. I more or less stumbled across the street. I actually don't remember coming home.
I don't remember him walking across the street, but he said he made it.
Mrs. Beach Sand came home like hours before I did.
And woke up at what, 2 a.m.?
I think I woke her up at 2 a.m.
What were you doing?
I was
Decorated
bowing to the porcelain god.
You decorated the toilet.
I decorated the toilet. Yes.
Decorated the toilet.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did. And then the next day, Chad and his teammate had to come over and build us a retaining wall.
Oh God.
Oh, you were out on the deck that day.
I came
Michael
out on the deck.
He did make it out on the deck that day, and
And
he
I
says,
said,
Chad, I don't feel real good today. He says, I don't remember walking home, but it's just across the street, Michael. I said, no, it's just, what do you mean? I don't remember you leaving. I remember you leaving, but you must have made it home.
I did.
Well, he made it home, but he does not remember that.
I don't remember how I made it home.
His
coming
lovely
home.
His lovely wife apparently laughed at him like all night long.
Oh, I did. I did. I loved it.
Now I don't know whose wife laughs at their husband, but I
He
think
never
it happened.
does
Oh,
that.
my wife's raising her hand. Do you see that?
Oh yeah.
My wife raised her hand.
But
We get laughed at all the time.
Come
That's
to
just what
find
it comes
out.
down to.
Come to find out what happened.
Well, we
happened?
put a little bit too much vodka in the slushies. Instead of a cup, we put a half gallon. Well, it tastes the same, just a little bit stronger on the back end there.
Tastes the
It
same.
tastes the same. Tastes the same when it's going down, just a little bit stronger coming back up.
What was it?
I don't know, but you
The
kept
following-
asking for more.
The following week, we had another neighbor.
Yes.
Neighbor fell in my driveway
Yes,
for the same result.
looking at the stars.
Looking
Yeah.
at the stars.
I mean, who hasn't fallen down looking at the stars? We all have.
And then the next weekend.
And the next weekend, Mrs. Beach Sand Bourbon fell over in her chair at the fire. It's all fun and games until somebody gets killed.
And then the other neighbor had to be walked home.
Yeah, another neighbor had to be walked home.
That's very
so
true. That's very true.
The neighborhood that we live in is the
Fantastic.
best neighborhood that we've ever lived in. We have so many great friends that are like right close. We have such good times on the weekends. During the summertime, not so much in the winter, right?
The winter is terrible. It is. Let's all agree to that.
Yeah.
If you live anywhere in the north or the northwest, am I a loser? Is that why you're doing that? I don't know what that means. If you live
What's
anywhere, I think they're
Really?
telling me to shut up.
No.
I think that's what they're telling me.
I'm trying to. It's not working.
You're telling me, I don't know what you're doing. Oh, I know what that is. Is that what she did? She did.
That's not very nice.
I don't want to say what kind of hand gestures they were making.
Yeah. They put
Do you have,
two
do you have a
fingers
pair of
together.
do you have a pair of scissors around or anything?
I don't.
You know,
Sorry, I
scissors? No. Just wondering if you had. Just wondering if you had any scissors
don't. I don't.
around.
I don't. Unfortunately, I do not have any scissors down here.
They can't do it, man. They can't make us laugh at all.
I know. Camera ladies, both of the camera ladies
We're
are
making scissor fingers at us in the
messing
opposite direction.
around. Yeah. You know.
I'm not gonna scissor with you. I don't want to cut
Sorry.
anymore. I don't want to cut any more paper, wrapping paper. I don't want to do that anymore. So we're not gonna scissor, okay?
Yeah, we're just gonna try another pour of this
This is
right here.
fantastic. Brad, thank you.
Yes, good job, Brad.
Brad,
And the team.
thank you.
I'll tell you what, absolutely phenomenal.
Did not
If
steer
you
us in the wrong
have
direction.
not liked and subscribed, make sure that you like and subscribe, right? Because when we get to 1,000, what do we have?
More,
At 1,000.
more of this. Oh,
We can have more of that. But Mrs. Beach Sand comes back. Chad may be back again before Mrs. Beach Sand because, you know, we
I'll
got to
be
get
back.
to 1,000 subscribers.
I'll be back. I'll be wearing a suit next time.
So
A suit and tie.
we did over the weekend.
We're gonna bring cigars next time.
Yeah, there we go. We did over the weekend.
You already talked about that.
I didn't talk about this.
Yeah, you
because,
did.
No, because
Oh.
we got it after.
Oh.
Mrs. Beach Sand tore me up because of the fact that I did not get a 2024-03 when we were in Traverse City. But I found what? What did I find?
What did you find?
A 2024-03.
How can you get any better than that?
And not only did I find a 24-03,
Nice job, Brad.
but I also found a 2024 or a 2023-02. Right?
Nice job, baby.
Right?
Yeah.
So now I can't get beat up by Mrs. Beach Sand about not having
Yes, he can.
all of 2024.
You know too well.
Oh, yeah, you can.
So,
But anyway, Old Pepper Rye, Spring Lake Fine Wine and Spirits. Don't forget, Sunday. What happened Sunday, Mrs. Beach Sand?
What happened
Mrs.
Sunday?
Beach Sand comes on film with me.
On Sundays?
Why?
Just one.
This Sunday.
just one.
This Sunday only.
To do what? To do our
Top five.
10.
Oh,
Well, your top 5 and my top
Yes.
5. So our combined top 10, which some of those will be the same. At least one for sure. At least one. Maybe
Two.
two.
There'll be 2.
I don't know about 2.
Don't give that finger. Don't give that finger.
I don't know about 2. I know 1 for sure. But I don't think that the one bottle is going to meet the same criteria as the other. So, that being
The
said,
same expectations.
Sunday-
We don't know what's going to happen.
at
Oh.
8 o'clock,
I don't know what that noise was in the background there, but
are we
if you
doing
heard it-
Sunday? Are we doing Sunday, 8 o'clock?
Yes.
We're going to do a premiere?
yes. Yes.
So, Sunday, stay tuned for a premiere. And we will do our top 10. 5 from me. 5 from Mrs. Beach Sand. Again, like I said,
That'll
I wanna
happen
keep-
Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Sunday, 8 o'clock.
Sunday, 8
8
o'clock.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern.
Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, be here, be square.
Be here, be square.
Be here, be square.
Or
So anyway,
Or don't be, but you should be.
Brad
Brad, thank you.
and the team
I'm
with
out.
the Old Pepper. I'll tell you what, you guys did a great job. Absolutely phenomenal.
I said we finish it.
Finish it. Let's finish it.
You
I'll
wanna
go buy
finish-
another
we'll-
one.
we'll finish it
I'll go
tonight.
buy another one.
We don't even care. We're gonna buy a truck.
I'll go buy
We're gonna
another
finish
one.
it.
I'll buy another one tomorrow. I don't care.
What is
Like I said-
happening here?
Hey,
Trucks,
we're enjoying.
trucks, women, bourbon,
We're enjoying
women
great
bourbon trucks.
women,
bourbon.
bourbon trucks, whiskey.
I'll tell you what.
All I can say is thank you
We need some
to
music
the
up
most
in here.
amazing friends for an incredible gift. We
Yes.
love it.
Absolutely. From the board to the glasses
To the bourbon.
to the bourbon. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you very much. Thank you, Katie.
And thank you to Brad.
Thank you,
too.
Chad.
Absolutely.
For being absolutely amazing friends.
1000%.
Beyond. It's thank you very much.
We're way up there.
Merry Christmas.
Hit that like and
Beach
subscribe
Sand Bourbon.
button.
Beach Sand Bourbon.
Beach Sand Bourbon.
BSB.
There you go.
All right.
Out.
Hit that like and subscribe button. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.